What's good, everybody? Welcome. This is our 24th episode.
24.
How's everything going today for you?
It's all right. Today was all right. It was kind of hot today. Again, it's another Florida day. No crazy weather. No crazy weather events. You know what I'm saying? Like a storm in the middle of a sunny day kind of thing. But it was good. It was good.
It's,
Getting some of that stuff that you guys don't get over there in Seattle. Saying sun.
Well, we got sun right now, and it's 70 degrees, so it's not bad right now.
70 degrees is a cool day in Florida.
I wouldn't mind if it was 80, 90, but that's me. I love the heat, though. Not the humidity, but I love the heat.
They say he loves the heat, but he lives in Seattle.
Fortunately, that's why I can't wait. That's why I can't wait to move to the East Coast, bro. I can't wait. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with a little something funny. See what we like here. Okay, so this is going to be the Would You Rather.
Wait a minute.
Would you rather?
Hold on.
What?
We forgot to introduce ourselves for those who haven't seen.
What you mean? My name is Poetic. You're Mr. M2J, and we are the unmitigable.
Unmitigable? What the heck is that word? You better look it up in the dictionary.
Unmitigable. Now I think I'm saying it wrong. Now you got me tripping. Let me see. Unmitigable? No, I know I'm saying the word right. See, now you got me. Hold on. No, unmitigated. Oh my God, I mixed 3 different words. Wow.
Yeah, wow. That's what happened when you're in Seattle in the cold, bro. Your brain started becoming jello.
Okay, either way, I messed it up. But here we go.
Unmistakable, undeniable, handsome, Latinos on filter, Mr. M2J and your boy, Mr. Poetic. Coming one more time into your screens with this Latinos on filter podcast.
You know it.
So yeah, let's go into the funny stuff with your unmitigable.
I've been drinking. I've been drinking.
Oh yeah. Oh God, dude. Excuse. I've been drinking, so I don't know my words no more.
I forgot my words. Okay, I mixed 3 words together. I'm ADHD. I have an excuse. What's yours? Okay.
I didn't mix no words, so I ain't got no excuse.
There you go. You have no excuse to be telling me I can't have an excuse. That's how it works. So, okay. Would you rather have a never-ending bowl of your favorite ice cream flavor or a never-ending pizza?
Let me have the ice cream.
Really?
And for those, yes, sir. And for those who like ice cream, I like pistachio ice cream. I will kidnap your kid and make him disappear for pistachio. I have good pistachio ice cream. Bro, I love pistachio. But this is the thing about pistachio ice cream, bro. I won't eat it all the time because then it will lose the spark. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't have pistachio ice cream like back to back. But every time I have it, it just feels so good, bro.
But here's the thing. If you have this, it's a never-ending bowl. So you never have to keep buying it or fill it. So you have to force yourself to put it down.
Exactly. I could put it down and it will never, ever, ever end. So I can put it in the fridge and take it back out. Put it in the fridge, take it back out. So whenever I feel like having ice cream, I don't need to go to the store to buy it. It's there.
Of your pistachio? Oof.
Yes.
I wouldn't do that. I actually, for once, I would actually say never-ending pizza. Here's my reason. Because it says, would you rather have a never-ending bowl of your favorite ice cream, or a never-ending pizza? Favorite ice cream means one flavor.
Yeah.
Never-ending pizza means you can have pizza of any flavor, any kind of pizza. It can be flat pizza, thin crust, thick crust, deep dish, doesn't matter. So you can make it healthy, unhealthy, whatever. So that means I can always have a differentiation of flavors. So I can have it for breakfast. I can have a breakfast pizza, lunch pizza, dinner pizza, seafood pizza. I can have all different.
Okay, what that's supposed to mean to me? I'm telling you, I will choose that, bro. That's how much I love pistachio ice cream.
That's crazy. I'm
Bro,
thinking logic.
okay,
Logically,
no,
it's
yeah,
smarter
I
to
mean,
have
yeah,
the
if you want to, okay, but that's the thing about it. You want to think logical, that makes kind of sense. But at the same time,
pizza.
it's like, if you're going to sit down and eat dinner, I'd rather have different types of meals every single day than having a different pizza every single day. It's still pizza.
But this is the thing.
I think
You
you'll get
choose
tired of
when you
eating
have it.
pizza.
You choose when you have it. So it's not
Oh,
like you
okay, I
eat
get it.
pizza. You can
Exactly,
eat
it's the same.
anything.
It's the same
You can't
thing.
change it.
It's the same thing with the ice cream. My guy, I can have ice cream, but I honestly, even my wife know. I don't. She the only when she gets me ice cream, it's only pistachio. I don't go for nobody else. I'll eat all the ice cream, but my go-to, my favorite ice cream, you have it there, I'll eat it. Ain't no if and buts about it. I don't get tired of it, and that's the thing about it. That's why I don't eat it as often because if I eat it often, then it will lose the spark. That's why I say I eat it, but then I eat it like here and there, whatever. I don't make it a habitual thing because then it will lose all
Yep.
his magic.
How about y'all? I was eating a burger that I got. Delicious. I had to have some. But
I
yeah,
don't know. Your
really,
face
ice
is
cream. Huh?
your face is not say delicious.
It was. I'm just full. I'm getting full from the burger. So ice cream. Okay, so pistachio ice cream, and then of course me, I said the pizza. Okay, cool. What would you guys rather have? Let us know down. Write it down. Um. Okay. So next one. I think this is like kind of common sense, but whatever. We're gonna ask this anyways. Would you rather have a personal driver or personal chef?
Personal chef.
Yeah, that's not even a question. Personal chef 24/7. Got to worry about it.
I'm a
Yeah.
driver, and the thing about it, I love driving.
Yeah.
You
Same
will
here.
you will take the fun away from me in just driving.
I'd
Nah.
be pissed. I love driving.
Jeffrey, come drive me to the store. Jeffrey, drive me to the park. I get bored.
Yeah.
I get
I,
bored.
I love driving. I'm a G when I drive. That's just how it works. Okay, so here's a good question. Would you rather have the ability to turn invisible at will or be able to read minds?
I think we said that on the last podcast.
Now this one is a different
That
one.
one?
We did a different question
Oh.
similar to it.
Hmm. I'm conflicted on that one.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted because they both good.
And it's also like I think very like monetarily when I think of everything.
This is
So
a greedy ass man, bro. This is a greedy
I
ass
gotta get
man.
what's mine. I gotta get what's mine. What you mean?
Okay, wait. Let's think about it for a second. You said you gotta get what's yours. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. You gotta hustle for what's yours. What you're about to do and say, because I can already kind of like read your brain, and I not even have the superpower.
We might be brothers, but you don't know me like that. You don't know me. And if you do, shh.
Ah.
No, look at me. Look at me carefully. You don't know me.
Yeah, I don't know you.
What you mean?
Yo,
What
so
do you think I
yeah,
allegedly would do? What do you think I allegedly would do?
I will know what you do with each one of them. That's the sad part about it.
I don't know what you mean. I'm an innocent person.
Yeah,
I'm such a
until
good-hearted person, bro.
yeah, until proven guilty.
You can't be proven guilty if you're invisible at will.
Ah, see?
Not that I would do anything bad, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
allegedly.
hypothetically speaking, you know,
That's why life didn't give superpowers, because if I know they will give us superpowers, yeah,
I'd be like a gray Jedi. I believe there's certain times to do good things,
you'll be the
certain
type of
times.
person. You'll be the type of person that if you pick invisibility, I'll pick to read brains like mine, because even if you're by me and I can't see you, I can read your mind, so I know you're in.
But you know you'd benefit from it too, so you ain't gonna do shit. What you mean?
I'd be like, yo, wait, no, not that. No, we're not going there.
Bro,
Like, what you
we'd be
mean?
a dangerous duo because you would read the minds, do what we need, and I'd be the one who carry it out because I'd be invisible. There'd be no issue.
Right, that's the thing about it. Though. Like, there's uses for both of them, to be honest with you, because
So
if you
do I.
read, if you read minds, talking about like a social construct, I don't know. Like, I think people, in my personal case, I think I become even more secluded. What I am, I will deal with less people. because of the simple fact that if I can read your mind just by you passing by.
Well, I would say more at. It doesn't say how, but I would say let's go with at will. You can
Yeah, that's
choose
what
to
I'm
read
saying.
something.
You can choose the person, but I'm saying like, if I'm gonna be in a social environment and AKA of my peers, family members or people that I know, whatever, I'm gonna read your mind, like point blank, period, like one at a time, and I'm just gonna come to you, and I like because first you have to see when you approach them, what is the first thing they thinking? Are they glad that you're approaching them, that you can talk to them, or they're gonna be the type of people that be like, "Fuck, here
Bro,
comes this
I'd
guy."
call them out right there and then, and I would pretend that they said it out loud. I'd be a dick, bro.
I
I'd be
know,
a
bro.
dick.
I
Like, wow, that's
know.
how you feel about me. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You just said right now that, oh my gosh, not this motherfucker again. I
Yeah,
didn't say
for
that out loud.
real.
Yeah, you did. I literally you just
I
said
heard
that.
you, bro. I
Bro,
heard you.
I'd be such a douche with it.
Yeah, and that'll be kind of like, but I like it because that way I can get to the bottom of it because I just cut more hypocrisy from my mist. If anything, if I was invisible, I would like to play pranks on people. To be honest with you, like
That's
me and
where you
my
go to.
yeah. No, think about it
That's
for a
your
second.
biggest thing is pranks.
Yes, I'm not going to rob a bank, sir.
I wouldn't rob a bank. It's not robbing a bank if they open the gate to deposit money. You're invisible. You go in and you come out with some of that money.
That's what you call getting yours.
No, I wouldn't do it like that.
But
I wouldn't do it like that. I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, like, says if I random, I would have get that power out of nowhere, and saying like, oh, my current situation, it'll be hilarious because I'm a bus driver, so I'll be driving the bus and out of nowhere I just turn invisible and have all the kids freak out in the bus.
But then, but do you want people to know that you have these abilities? That's the problem.
No, nah, but they would not even notice because how the kids be on the bus, they always be on their own personal business. They be on the phones,
Yeah,
having
but there's so many
conversations.
cameras nowadays. Somebody would all of a sudden see. You have to be like secretive about it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying if the bus don't have cameras or whatever, like be driving and they look down or whatever, like yo, there's a roach in the floor. Watch out! So they all look down and when they look back up, I'm gone.
Uh-huh. Bro, I'd be on a private jet down to like Spain or something. I'd be invisible,
Oh,
bro. I'd be out. You know how many trips I've gone?
I've been flying first class everywhere.
Everywhere. When they have an empty seat, I'd be in it. Here's the problem though. Then that's that luck of like, wait, there's somebody there. What do you mean? There's someone there. It's like,
Oh no, 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 no! I'll wait for everybody to be seated and they close the door. So I'll be on first class. That empty seat on first class, I just sit there.
and then that one asshole who decides, oh, I'm gonna put my backpack on there. You gotta like forget that,
Nah,
bro. I'm
hell
teasing you.
nah, hell nah! I will slap him. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, go on, shoot. And I just, or you just because you're invisible, you just like go behind him and say, please don't put anything on there, sir, and just make it so that they don't put nothing on that shit.
Nah, if he leans back, bro, I'll slap him. Boy, I mean, it's in first class, bro. It should be enough space.
Some people are greedy. Never heard of a Karen?
Oh, trust me, I fix. If I was invisible, I fix Karen real fast, real
So
fast.
yeah, yeah, I'd be. That's hard because I'm invisible. I can go anywhere I want, no matter what. I got nothing ever to worry about,
Exactly.
and it helps security wise because like if all of a sudden there's like, God forbid, there's something bad happening, whether it's a shooting or something crazy happening, I just turn invisible and I'm done. I'm good. I got nothing to worry
Ex-
about.
Exactly.
First
I
thing,
mean, isn't like you in an environment where you have like an active shooter or something like that. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not saying that you're going, you have to become a superhero, but I mean, it'll be easier for you as a person. Let's
yeah,
say that you are with like your wife and kids, or your mom and dad, or your sister, or something like that, and they're in a situation where their life are potentially in danger. Oh, of course, I'm taking that stuff.
yeah. I would do the good things too.
I gotta specify because this man, this man
I do the
will
good
take
things too.
it will
I,
take the fuck off.
no, I would do the good thing. I would do the good thing too. I would defend. It's just, his wallet's gonna be mine at the end.
If he has money.
Oh, he's gonna have money because he's gonna rob the bank. Where'd you put the money? I don't know. I don't have money.
I mean, it'll be an added bonus if whatever you touch turn invisible as well.
Yeah. If you could be invisible and make anything you touch invisible, then that's yeah. So let's go with everything invisible. The minute you touch it, it becomes where you are. Because if you have clothes on, your clothes have to. If you can turn invisible,
Exactly.
that means your clothes
Can
too.
you imagine you turning invisible? You gotta take your clothes off. Huh?
Oh, that would be a. Oh.
Yeah,
so let's go with.
You have to take your clothes off in the middle of Seattle in winter.
Let's say anything you have invisible, you can turn. You can do the same thing. The minute you touch it, it becomes invisible. So
yeah, and that makes a lot more sense. That'll make a lot more sense.
I'm not saying I would do this, but it'd be easy to steal from crazy cartels and things like that and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like Robin Hood. You steal from the bad rich and give to myself.
You know
what I'm saying?
Now, my question is, why are you going to steal from the cartel? You're going to steal the drugs?
No, I'm not trying to die. So, no, I'm not trying to die from cartels either. Not worth it. I wouldn't steal from cartel, but rich, mean caucus men, I'd have no issue doing.
Rich, mean caucus men.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't know if invisible would be nice. Then you could go anywhere you want and you're good. Because reading minds is helpful. But if you can't, you're not going to get if you try to read someone's mind, you try to get their password, and then you try to get money from them, you can't really get anything from them.
Yeah, well, like I said, my mind never turned on first drive. My mind don't turn that way. Unlike somebody else's.
So how about this? If we were both given that opportunity, it's simple. You read the minds and not choose invisibility, because then we make a great duo. Because I'm trying you can't read mind. You read mind because you can read all the minds you want. The only thing that's going to help you with is knowing how people think. That's it. You can't get no money from it, no nothing. It's like
who said that, bro? Bro, you can get inside the minds of consumers. So if you're selling a product, you already know what they're thinking, so you can make a product based on what they like.
Yeah, but I'm trying to live the easy life. You feel me?
It is easy. I mean, yeah. How is that hard work? I mean, if I already know what you're doing, I can know how to approach you as a salesman. Yeah. Put it this way: as a regular person, you got these powers before you acquire any wealth. You live in your day-to-day basis. It's easier to approach people because you already know what type of mentality they have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm a salesman, it will be a lot easier for me to make a sale because I already know what they're thinking. So you'll be able to counteract whatever they're thinking and just make the sale even better.
This is where we're different when it comes to not that I'm saying okay, if I'm going to do it legally speaking.
Yo, you are so bad, bro.
I would tell people.
You are the reason why they gave us a bad name, sir. You are the reason.
I'm saying I would do good things if I'm doing it the legal way, the proper way.
If you're doing the poetic way, let's put it this way: if you're doing the poetic way, why don't you do it, sir?
If I'm doing it the nice way and I'm trying to do everything good, then what I would do is I'd work for casinos. Say, hey, I'll make you a deal. You do this, this, and this, and I'll go ahead and I would work for security companies. So take me to a meeting with you, and I'll tell you what they're thinking and what they're going to do. I wouldn't tell them I can read minds, but just trust me. Go there, prove my worth, and be like, if I'm right on this, about this, this, and this, and I can tell you and I can answer, you got to pay me this. Boom, there you go. You do the thing for them. You go to meetings with executives and stuff like that. You make sure you can read into the minds of the people they're trying to make deals with, and bam.
But that's exactly what I said. Is kind of like a sales pitch. So you will be, even if you open a Fortune 500 company, you'll be able to see what your partner or what your whoever your future partner you try to become this new entity or whatever. Now you can find out what the insights are directly from them. You know what I'm saying? You don't need an insider or somebody else like that in order for you to make the deal and make shit happen.
But I mean, honestly, it's not a bad idea, but the invisibility one, you have a better chance. You can get more everything.
Perks.
Way more perks. I mean, you can go, you can travel to, especially if you can turn anyone into, into the vessel. It's not gonna be hard. You turn your family invisible if you want, but hey, here we go. Turn your family invisible, go on a cruise ship and go, to the Bahamas. You never have to worry about stuff because you guys aren't all invisible.
As you guys can see, he always trying to go ahead and uh, uh, do illegal stuff because it's illegal.
It's not stolen away if they can't see you.
Sir. What you work in a ship? What do they call that?
Stowaway.
There you go. Bunch of stowaways.
But it's not stolen away if they don't know you're there.
You're still stowing away just because they can't see.
I'm invisible. I got the room.
Think about it for a second. You need to be touching who you touching in order for them to become invisible. So once your family is aboard the ship or the plane, and you guys gotta let go of each other,
or maybe not even touch them. Maybe you could just invisible, and there you go. We don't know how, so maybe I just say, I just look at the person and they're invisible if I want them.
You adding more perks of the invisibility.
Well, if we're looking at the question, it says, "Would you rather have the ability to turn invisible at will?" So it doesn't say everyone else, just as you.
Exactly. That's why I only added the clothes, because if it's at will, at least if it's at will, I can turn my clothes invisible, so I'm fully dressed.
If that's the case, I'm going. I'll have the family go there, and I'm going to Ibiza. I'm going somewhere. Traveling. I'm getting perks out of this. I'm not going to be. Oh, I can turn invisible and not do anything, bro. I'm getting some perks out of this. There's no way I'm not going to.
I mean, like I said, I got perks out of it. I mean, I can make better business deals,
and none of that oh, if they put tomato juice or paint on you, you're all of a sudden not invisible anymore. That doesn't work.
I mean, the paint touch you, so automatically the paint becomes invisible.
Yeah, simple. So if it's like that, I'm getting perks. Yeah. I'm traveling the world. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm going private plane.
He's trying to get into the girls' bathroom.
The read minds might be the better idea.
I mean, even in dating, my guy, is a lot better, to be honest with you, because you know what I'm saying. Like, if you try to get the girl and you can read whatever she's thinking, then you know whether she's a red flag or somebody that you can approach.
Invisible is more. Yeah, I feel like I would want the invisible, but no matter what, it depends on how far it goes. Like, if I'm just gonna grab a first class. If it's empty, you go on first class. There you go, you're good. But then it's like, if people can bump into you or you can block them, it's invisible, not see-through. So if that's the case, it's like there's only so much you can do.
Well, you are see-through. You're invisible, not go through.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't necessarily be worth the invisibility, because then no matter what, you're definitely doing illegal things. Not trying to. Reading minds, at least that way, everything's legal. It's just you're taking people just consider you very lucky at reading people. You know what I'm saying? You can solve murders. You can solve this, that. So you would know. So honestly, I would do the read minds, because then I can do everything legally on the up and up. They're just going to think I'm like the next show.
I shut off his criminal intent. Yes, it's a win for me.
I mean, it's cool if you read someone's mind without their permission. I think you would have, in nowadays day and age, did you have consent to read their mind? Bitch, I read his mind.
Well, I mean, it would be really hard for somebody to try to say he's reading my mind. I mean, you gotta be smooth with it. And I think we're pretty smooth when it comes down to like talking or whatever. So I think we can get away with it.
Yeah, I would read minds. I'd read minds. Now,
yes, I turn them into my side.
Well, yeah, but I could. You know how many things I could do with reading minds?
Knowing you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making bank, bro. I'm gonna find out when the next stock trade is. Go ahead. It's like inside. I'm not saying I would do this. Okay.
Again, allegedly.
But you would have insider trading.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, without having the insider trading. You'd know things because you would hear it and know it, so you could do your bet on it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not really illegal because you're not getting it from somebody else. You're getting,
and no one's gonna know anyways. No one would know you can read. Yeah,
it's just you getting the stuff firsthand. So you take advantage of that. So it's not like, oh, it's illegal because you read somebody's mind. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Last one before we go to the crazy stuff. Last one or two. This is an interesting one. Would you rather? I like this. Would you rather have the ability to teleport anywhere you've been before, or be able to teleport to a random place in the world every day.
That's kind of dangerous, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
The
What if you
second, the
also you
second
get like,
part, the second part is kind of dangerous
yeah,
because honestly, um, if I could, in a random location, bro, that could be in the middle of the freaking ocean.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's be honest for a second. That would be. I don't know. I'd
maybe not
rather.
even in the middle of the ocean, maybe in the bottom of the ocean.
You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing about it. Like
Yeah,
anywhere
they
in the
know to
world
get
at
there.
random, you can spawn in the middle of the freaking volcano while it's erupting.
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
So
But it
and
depends. It depends.
it's
If it's on land, if this question goes for a random place in the world, but on land in the world, actually on in the world, but on land, then
even
you
then,
know,
buddy. Even then, because a volcano is on land. So yeah, I don't know. I would rather do places I've been to because again, I mean, call me simplistic when it comes down to some of the way of the way I think about stuff. But as a regular Joe, living in the world with other regular Joes, getting to work on time, it's not going to be a problem. I'll never be late because I've been
yeah,
there. So,
and
uh,
you can leave last minute. You can
ex-
literally you
exactly,
can
I
leave
can
for a
leave,
whole bunch of
I can leave my house literally like 58 seconds before the actual time, and I'll be there on time. So,
yeah,
and I mean, what that trigger is me trying to like travel more because then if I travel more, I can go to anywhere I've been to,
again,
no
yeah,
problem. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, oh, let me take a flight to Ireland or freaking Italy or something like that. And once I'm already there, whew, you know what I'm saying? I could go back home because if I'm already in Italy, I can go right back home and I don't need to take a flight back and forth, back and forth.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Oh,
would
that
save on the
Joe.
travel time too.
Honestly, bro, that'd be places that I've been. I'd be dope because that means that I could be able to visit my country again without worrying about like, oh, my passport gotta get
Yeah.
renewed and I gotta buy plane tickets or whatever. Now, that'd be pretty good.
Now on the bad side of that, you'd make a great assassin.
Why? You and the criminal activities, bro.
I'm just
What
saying
is
in
wrong
general.
with you?
I'm saying in general. Because they're like, oh, we saw you kill so and so. Couldn't be true. What do you mean it couldn't be true? I was at home chilling with my family. You're in in the theater, blah, blah, but they have you here. It's like, well, someone who looks like you, well, I don't know. Someone's taking my identity. They're deep faking. I don't know why they're choosing me. Okay.
Hey, well, if you want to take the criminal route and you become an assassin and they catch you on camera, well, then you have cameras in your house as an alibi. So then you teleport into the bathroom of your house and then walk at the same time out of the bathroom and kind of do something different. Then yeah, you have an alibi for that kind of
Yeah.
criminal
You know what I'm
activity.
saying?
But yeah,
No, but
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But
thinking
the
on the
random
good
is
end,
too
though.
risky. The
No,
random
but
is too risky.
thinking on the good end, with no criminality involved. Honestly, that would be a dope idea. I'd rather anywhere I've been before because, bro, I've been a lot. I've been a lot of places. So I would just I'm out. If I'm sick of work and if I'm sick of being at home, not even that. To this out, you can travel back and forth anytime you want, right, bro? Wifey's at work. She's working for like a 12-hour shift. You know what? I don't want to go to Jamaica right now. Let's go to the beach. You know, I can travel to anywhere in the world and spend the day there or spend a few hours there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would choose that in a heartbeat. I would never leave. I'd be stuck. I'd be like, oh, bro, in Mexico in the hotel. Oh, bro, that'd be dope. But that'd be dangerous too, though, because is it the place or the exact place that you've been to?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I
I'm
mean,
not trying to
especially
be.
you as a person that traveled, you could have gone.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if I try to like be. You go back to the hotel room you used to be in, and there's a couple in there smashing.
Bro, that'd be crazy. That'd be so
Yo,
crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty. I mean, the places I've been to, I mean, to me, is a lot safer and that makes a lot more sense. than just being in a random location, even if it's on land. Uh, because can you imagine spawning in the middle of the freaking Amazon jungle or some shit like that? In the middle of Australia, if you with your spider phobia, imagine in the middle of freaking Australia when there's spider season or whatever,
Yeah.
they come. Yeah,
Or even on the bad end, what if you spawn in the middle of like Iraq, in the middle of like shootings and stuff? You're
no.
screwed. You're
Yeah,
done. You're done. You're
yeah.
getting
You're spawning in the middle of a cartel meeting.
bro. Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather have
Yo, no, yeah, no,
yeah.
no. I'd rather be where I've been before than to a unexpected location because that'd be kind of risky. You,
That wouldn't work.
you better be packing an assault rifle or something so you can teleport with that stuff just in case. Could you imagine teleporting in the middle of like maximum security jail or something?
Bro, yeah, I'd rather no, I'm good on that. You can leave as soon as quick. And it only said I think it only said like once a day. It said teleport to a random place in the world every day. It doesn't say how many times.
Yeah,
So
it
if
doesn't
it's
say
one
every time,
time,
but I mean, you got to think
it
about
might
it for
be
a second.
you're
You
stuck there.
teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, you teleport, but then you have to realize where you at first. So it's gonna take you a second before you kind of like
Yeah.
catch where
And
the heck you at.
it says teleport to a place every day. So is that like one time a day? Because if that's the case, you're stuck there for 24 hours.
Yo,
If you're
that'd be
stuck in a
crazy.
bad place, you got to survive. Like I'm not
You
doing it.
yeah, nah, that'd be
Uh,
crazy. I
in the
mean,
middle of
it says every day, doesn't say once a day. So I'm gonna go on the limb and say you can teleport more than once a
well,
day.
no, it says every day. So once a day is all. A day is 24 hours. That's too much to be stuck in the middle
Yeah,
of
but
Iran.
it didn't say once a day. It says every day.
But one day, every day. So it doesn't say every multiple times a day. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's
but it
multiple
doesn't.
times in a day, but random.
But at the
Cool.
same time, it doesn't also. It's vague. I get it. So
Yeah.
we could probably go either way because you say yeah every day once a day, or it could have been once a day every day. Then it'll make more sense. But it's kind of it's an open ended question. So if you can teleport multiple times in the same day every day, it's still gonna take you a second before you realize what the heck you are.
Yeah. True. Okay, here's the last one of the would you rather. I think we kind of know this point. This is going to be kind of an interesting question.
Yeah, especially with your type of mind.
Would you rather have the ability to teleport to I like this one, to any fictional world or bring one fictional character to life in the real world?
Do they have the superpowers?
No matter what it is, they'd have exactly whatever they have in that fictional world, they'd be able to bring it here. But they would be in the real
What?
world.
Well, it depends.
Right.
And there's the thing about it; they're open-ended questions. Because if I'm able to teleport to any fictional world, now am I teleporting there as a regular schmegular type of guy, or am I going to get some type of ability? Even if it's not the character's ability, but I get my own set of abilities. Or
It depends on what it is. Because, like, let's say you're going to, like, Dragon Ball Z, for example, right?
yeah,
Here's the thing. Not everyone in Dragon Ball Z has powers. Now, as we know the premise, that is just because some people forgot or don't know how to channel that. If you can have the knowledge you have now, but you're able to travel to that world.
exactly. Because that's what I'm saying. Because you have people like Yamcha, you got Krillin, you got Tien and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they got abilities. They could use powers and stuff like that. So it's like not everybody can do it. It's the fact that people haven't been able to access it.
Yeah.
You have what they call Hercule. You know, you got Hercules or whatever, and then, I mean he's a martial artist, but he hasn't been able to unlock, the potential to use like key blasts and stuff like that or whatever not. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like, do I get abilities based on
who you're with and where you're with? So if you're thinking about getting teleported to, like, for example, Harry Potter, then if you're like, oh, I want to teleport into the world of Harry Potter, into the Hogwarts, then you're gonna be one of the students. You'll be yourself, but you'll have powers. You'll be learning like them.
Okay, yeah, I was going to tell you that because if you were to teleport to a world like that, then you still, and that one is kind of like a toss up because they do have regular schmegular humans,
Yeah,
and you
the
got
Muggle.
so yeah. So with that said, yeah, if you were to be specific that you want to be inside of Hogwarts, then yeah, the only time that you're going to be in Hogwarts is because you have magical abilities. If you are in the regular world or whatever, not that you're a regular person. Yeah,
Put
but
it,
yeah, it's a
put it as
toss
a
up.
basis. Put it as a basis. Let's put it as this. It says, would you rather have the ability to teleport to any fictional world or bring one fictional character to life in the real world? So let's just say, according to that question, it kind of seems it's open ended, but it kind of seems closed. If like you, Martin, Mr. M2J, you would just you watch Harry Potter, you could just teleport into it. That's it. So
Mm.
you would assume you'd be just yourself going in there. You wouldn't have the abilities or whatever. Unless you go in there and you're able to somehow unlock it, then maybe it's fine. But
Mm.
as knowing what it is, you're just going as yourself.
Uh, I think I think I'll travel to one of the fantasy worlds.
There's no point in bringing one of them over here for what?
Exactly.
Doesn't benefit me in any way.
I mean, it depends on the character as well, though, because if it's a
Who's gonna benefit you?
because
I'm gonna be
let's
broke if I bring him here regardless.
like okay, but like like one of my favorite characters, somebody like Kenshin, he's a swordsman, so I'll be able to practice martial arts with him, like teach me the way of the
Yeah,
sword. So it depends on the character. I mean, we're talking somebody like Goku, and we're in the real world. He won't be able to teach you jack squat about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Other than proper martial arts, and not even proper
yeah,
martial arts
yeah.
because he had his own style of martial arts. You know what I'm saying? But
He could teach you that, and then he could teach you how to reach your inner chi and actually unlock.
I guess. I mean, if you
Huh?
like somebody like One Punch Man, I mean, what he's gonna teach you? I mean, he's gonna knock you the hell out in one punch. So it's not like you can get his ability. Um, but like I said, it depends on the character because if you get somebody from like a fictional world that is like super smart, something like Sherlock Holmes or something like that, then he'll be able, uh, teach you how to be a very better detective or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it varies. So I'd rather be in that world where it's a possibility to acquire some of the stuff that I like from that world than just
Yeah.
bringing them over.
Not only that, but even if you couldn't acquire that, but you were able to make friends and meet people, blah blah blah. It's the fact that those worlds were so different from ours because it is a fantasy that
Exactly.
it would be so different. Like if I can go into like what do you call it, like Lord of the Rings and the Shire, bro. They were just happy people. They just farmed, worked, ate, and they enjoyed life. Like, bro,
Yeah, I
who's going there?
guess. I guess.
You know what I'm saying? You already know where I'm going. Where am I going if I go? Besides the Shire, where's my home? Where's my home? Come on.
I could try going to the woods to be part of the elves.
You
But
know
you
what I'm
scared
saying?
of
Like it's
but you
just
but you scared of spiders in the woods.
yeah. But guess what? I would have powers, and I would have. That's why Harry Potter would be a bitch for me, bro. You go
Wait,
into that forest with those spiders
you
there.
said as yourself.
Well, if we're
So
going as
you will have
myself,
no powers.
Harry Potter is going to be. I'm not going into the forest at the school because there's spiders. Bro, you know how you saw those spiders, bro?
Yeah, I can see
Bro,
you, bro.
bro,
You be
bro.
dinner. You be
I swear,
dinner.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be dinner because I never go there, bro. The scene where he went in with Ron, they went in and all the spiders were around, bro. I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't have been able to run. I would not be able to
But
run.
remember, they end up in the woods because they were inside the car. They did not know they were going.
No. The first time they went, they were following the trail of spiders from inside the school.
No.
I'm telling you, I watched it recently. They said, remember, he remembered
Yeah,
what,
he said follow the spiders. I get it.
yeah,
But I'm
and then he
saying when they
followed, they went
but
in.
again, let's say you wouldn't have followed that. But then
Oh, no.
you would be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, with the one in the car. And then the car would be like, oh, I just drove you over there, and then you're stuck in the middle of the damn woods.
That car kicks me out. I'm throwing it in the compactor. I don't care if it has feelings, okay? That bitch brings me into the middle of woods with spiders. It's a wrap, bro. Bro, and there was hundreds of big size spiders, bro. I can't do that. I can't do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
If I'm able to run, I'm running faster than the person. Like I said in the
Well,
what?
you're gonna use your shit powers.
I'm gonna
You're
use my
gonna
shit
slide.
power. I'm telling you, shit power. But here's the downside of the shit powers. For y'all who don't know, in one of the other episodes, I was like, I would shit my pants seeing that many spiders, and seeing how quick they were, and because we don't have a wand. So if I didn't have a wand, I can't. When they're coming at me, I'm not touching spiders, bro. So I'm screwed if they like jump on me. I don't have a wand to be like, huh, and then put it away. So it's getting on me. So right there and then, I'm screwed. So here's the biggest issue. I'm a man's man, but when it comes to spiders that big, I ain't no man to man. And if I'm going there, you know what I'm saying? If I'm running away from spiders and I shit my pants, that's gonna be your speed, yo. That's how you become Flash. You shit your pants so bad, your cheeks are gliding together and you're running faster. But here's the problem: if your cheeks slide too much, you're falling on the ground. So either way,
You gotta control your cheeks powers.
yeah, you gotta control the cheek slide. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible. Yeah, I don't know if I could. That would drive me nuts.
I mean, that depends though, because gotta remember that the world that you decide to go, it gotta be something that you know that you're probably gonna have a good life, because the worlds that you have chosen so far, they were always in conflict. Harry Potter, there's conflict. You pick the world of Lord of the Rings, there was major conflict over there. Uh, so yeah, it depends though.
I mean, what world is there in a show that's like?
In fantasy world, I mean, there's plenty. I mean, that just like comedy that what I'm saying, like they're just kind of like a variation of the real world, but without all the I don't know, like the drama or like regular intricacies of this crappy
Yeah,
ass world.
I'd probably jump if that's the case. I know it sounds horrible, not horrible, but like I'd probably end up honestly. I'd probably jump into like a vampire fantasy because I'd live forever. I can do what I want when I want, go where I want when I need to. I got no issue.
I
I'm a
mean, given
vampire.
the fact that they transform into a vampire, but
You know what I'm saying? So that way, I'd be good. Okay, so last question, and then we're gonna. He has a question he's gonna ask us, y'all. Kind of deep, I guess, or I don't know. We'll find out what the hell.
yeah, we went deep into comedy kind of thing.
Would you rather? I already know my answer to this because I'm a foodie, fat dude. But regardless of that, it's just it makes it for me. So as you guys know, I've always talked about altered carbon, where like they can live forever and explore the world and see things. And I hate. I've told a lot of people I wish we had the ability to not need sleep if we don't need it, like and still be like fully awake and feel great, refreshed as if you never needed it. Because then I can explore the world 24/7. Granted, it would be kind of weird not having to sleep. So I don't know now that I think about it. But would you rather never have to sleep again or never have to eat again?
those those words are so open ended. It's not even funny
Right?
because the thing about it is that with
I
those
love
kind of
my sleep.
questions, yeah, it's not so much because like they don't add like context to it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
okay, yeah, if you're not able to sleep, would that mean that you'll be tired forever?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not
Exactly.
like okay, if I'm able to stay awake, but I'm fully rested all the time, then fine, I'll stay up all day. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I can be a streamer and I can do a freaking month marathon. Like, hey, watch me for a straight month, and I'll be live for a whole month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: if you never slept again, the other part that they don't is really open ended is it if you could never have to sleep again, can you have the choice if you want to sleep? You want to just close your eyes and just relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Have the ability.
which that's what I'm saying because
Yeah,
it can add to the point because like if you just not able to go to sleep and you just stay awake, if you are tired and groggy, your body's gonna require you to go to sleep because you're already tired. That's the whole downside
exactly.
of it. So then
If we're going,
it becomes a burden.
yeah, if we're going
Because
with the whole
honestly, like
like,
if you cannot go to sleep, just point blank period, you can that you choose never to go to sleep, and you be tired, bro. It's like being on freaking drugs or something like that that will keep
yeah,
you up, and being tired at the same time. It's like, yo, that'd be torture.
I would like to have the never sleep again under the condition that I'm 100% healthy. I don't feel groggy. I feel fully relaxed. I feel beautiful, great. If it's never have to sleep again, but you have bad side effects, then forget it. I wouldn't want
Yeah, I mean, it's bad side effects on both of them because even if I pick that I'd never be able to eat again, like, or I don't require
Yeah,
food, but then I'm hungry, I don't think I like either one. See
yeah.
what I'm saying? So they have to be a little bit more like specify rules, like, okay, I'm not hungry,
Let's say all
but
the good
yet,
things about it. The
but
good
yet,
things.
but yet I feel full and satiated all the damn time. By all means, I'll save myself money by not spending money on food. So
Never, never. Okay, let's say the good things. Let's say you never have to sleep again, but you're fully healthy. There's no sickness, no nothing. You just don't have to. And if you want to choose to sleep, you can. But you don't ever have to sleep again, and you're
yeah, I
fully
mean,
awake. You're healthy.
between both of them with proper structure to them, like if I don't go to sleep, I can stay awake 24/7 without needing sleep, and I'm not tired or restless. I pick that over eating because
Yeah.
I'd rather sit down and eat different meals. That I mean, I could stay up and just be eating on snacks all the damn time or whatever. Now you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of detrimental in a way because you stay up and whenever you get hungry, you're gonna be eating. So that's a 24-hour
You just
situation.
yeah.
So
that's the I don't know. Okay, so what do you got here? What do you got? That's the end of Would You Rather.
yeah, no, definitely, I'll pick sleep over eating
Yeah.
if with the proper context. Um.
Okay, no, no.
Okay.
Before you go, because I know this. I kind of know your answer already for this. Yeah, I already know your answer for this, and I think most people. Yeah, I think my answer is the same. I don't know. Would you Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or fly through air?
Fine.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not gonna be no freaking Aquaman.
Well, it says breathe underwater, but it doesn't mean you can swim fast. So it's just breathing underwater. That's it.
Exactly. I'm not gonna become no damn
You got no
Aquaman.
power. You got it. Just says breathe. So I can go in the water and I don't have to worry about breathing. That's all good and dandy. But like, if the
Yeah.
shark coming,
No.
if it's still dark, I'm still screwed either way.
Exactly. No.
I don't know.
Like I already established on the
Yeah,
previous episode. I am not touching the ocean with a 10-foot pole. Anything
yeah,
that I can't see far and beyond, and it's not that I'm scared of it, but it's just the uncertainty and just the fact that in my mind it's gonna be restless. Yeah, because if you say like, oh my ship is sinking and I'm in the ocean, but oh I can breathe. And what that's gonna do if you have a bunch of sharks trying to come and get you?
yeah,
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 oh, no, I can suffer, and
yeah.
not dying of asphyxiation and underwater, but I'm still gonna be dying. No, yeah, no, I'd rather fly.
Yeah, I agree. Not only that, but if you fly, you have a bet you can go anywhere in the world you want.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, now it just kind of sucks that I gotta go into that type of topic after we were having some good fun and going on the what if of all this crazy questions. Now, let's see.
No,
No,
I don't.
okay.
That was my answer.
Now I want so I wanted to touch about the expectations around the gender roles, male, male, female type of thing.
This early?
Yeah,
Let us get
bro,
famous
not
first, bro. Let us get famous first. Damn.
but let's see.
You're
I was
gonna be
reading
canceled
here.
before we start.
No. Talk about expectations around gender roles. Men may be expected to be providers, while female or women are expected to be caregivers. So, what do you think about gender roles and their position into that? Because I kind of agree with the context of the questions. Men are supposed to be the providers, the protectors of the family structure, the leaders, and
Mm,
women are supposed to be the caregivers. Now,
yeah.
I don't add more into caregivers because caregivers is a really broad spectrum when it comes down to women. Being a caregiver implies a lot of responsibilities. Um, but the thing about it is that now society, they think that being a caregiver is just a person that sits home and just takes orders from everybody,
Yeah.
which is not. Um, but being a caregiver also require you to be submissive to the leadership of your man in the relationship. And the thing about it is that a lot of females link this to the wrong type of man because they have bunch of or several bad relationships and they compile this all men are the same. It's not that all men are the same. You pick the wrong type of man all the time
Yeah.
because men and I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm a type of person that I always watch for my family before I watch for myself. And that is bad on its own because if I'm not able to take care of myself properly, I'm not gonna be able to take care of my family. But I always try to put them as a priority in my life and everything that I do and everything that I earn and everything that I become is for their welfare and for their benefit. And in the same token, I expect my wife to be as feminine as she needs to be, as submissive as she needs to be, and and as caregiving as she needs to be, because she becomes the person that tends to the emotional needs of the family, while I take care of the factual needs of the family. And a lot of people just kind of miss on those type of roles, and they try to like you don't want to be in a house with two men because there's always going to be conflict, and that's what this society nowadays is trying to teach women this boss girl mentality or boss bitch mentality or whatever. And this I can be my own person and I don't need men type of mentality because let's be honest for once, men build the world. And the only reason why men build the world is because of women and their children, because of their families. They ain't did it for them. You know, this is my no. They did it because they have people to protect. They have people to guide. They have people that they were in care of that they wanted to have on good standing. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, it's sad that a lot of people and a lot of women nowadays just takes that, especially American women, not so much women on. I was never says American women, yeah, American women because I'm talking about
I would
North.
say American women.
Yeah, I would say American women in the fact that it's in North America, South America, and Central America, rather than other women across the world, which have the tendency of being a little bit more submissive. European women is turning into American women when it comes out to that because they starting to get that stupid mentality, which is destructive on its own, and also cause all this gender nonsense to go and just erupt the way it has erupted. So, what are your thoughts about that?
I think there are roles within a family relationship that needs to be abided by. And when I mean abide, I mean like you don't have to be submissive. Now, women, if you're expecting a man to take care of you, expect a man to do certain things, then you have to follow your thing too. I've seen a lot of things where women are like, "Oh, I want a man who does this, 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 and this." Okay, well then I don't want you posting these certain kind of this and this. But why are you trying to control me, so on and so forth? Okay, if you want a traditional man, then you need to act like a traditional. You cannot have a traditional man and then expect to not be a traditional woman. If you want a man who's going to be with you only, who's going to do, make sure you take care of you financially, mentally, physically, all these different things, and you need to be doing the same thing. It's a give and take. When it comes to the roles, if he's going to work nonstop, I've met plenty of guys, unfortunately, who they had a wife or a girlfriend who one of my guys, his girl, he would work all the time. He came home and she's like, "Oh, what do you?" And he's like, "Oh, what's for dinner?" She's like, "I don't know. What are you gonna make?" She expected him to cook after he would work a long day, going out. He worked, 10, 12 hour shifts. And then he would come home also to like a dirty, the house wouldn't be cleaned up, stuff like that. It's like, yes, a woman's job is not to clean, cook, and just be a slave. But also, if you're not going to work, if you're not going to have any kind of job, then do your part to make it easier for them. They shouldn't have to come home to cleaning up your mess. They shouldn't have to come home to have to cook dinner, to do this, to do that. It needs to be equal. You want them to take care of you, you want to do that, you need to do it. I know plenty of guys who, unfortunately, they've had to deal with women like that. I don't have a ring on my finger, so I'm not going to be doing this. It's like So you want me to take care of you and do all this, pay the rent, pay your car note, my car note, do this and this, but you're not gonna do this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
expect conditional on me. I'm not gonna do it.
On that you just said there, you're saying like they every time, and I seen that a lot, that a man try to tell her that, saying like I'm coming home and there's nothing there. They come with the, oh, I'm not your mom, I'm your girl. But
Mhm.
the mom was a wife, so that is telling you that, yeah, that's your role as a wife.
Yep.
If I'm over here busting my butt for whatever hours outside in the street to try to provide for the financial and physical stuff that the house needs that you want to get, then yeah, you need to take care of the parts that need to be taken care of at home. That's not saying that I'm not going to help at home either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the you are kind of like the women becomes the manager of the house. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And by that I mean this. You see what I'm saying? When you are the manager, you run stuff around when the boss is not there.
Yeah.
You make sure that the rules are abide for, and things takes are taken care of while I'm not here. But once I'm get here, then I take lead again. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that, oh, you do have no authority in the house. You do have authority, but something that man becomes the ultimate authority because at the end of the day, as the provider and the leader of the house, you so it's kind of like a final say so. And I
Yeah.
mean, I have it in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like they make decisions, the kids and my wife, they talk about things, but at the end of the day, what happens? They have to run it to me
Yeah.
because if I don't have if I don't have the money because we try to budget for whatever reason because we have a project that we need to take care of. There are certain things that I'm gonna say no to, and not just because I'm trying to be a jerk or just trying to be controlling. It's just because I'm looking at the finances and how things are being run. So if I'm paying attention to those type of things, then yes, I have the final say so when it comes down to that. Not saying that I'm not going to listen to my wife's advice because if she's the manager, she's going to give good ideas. And if she's a girl that has a good head over her shoulders, she also is going to identify things and she's going to probably talk to the kids if they're trying to come with some unreasonable demands. But like, I don't think your dad is going to approve of that, but let's go ask him to see what he says.
Yeah.
So then, if I agree with what the wife said, and then it cuts off when it comes down to the kids. It cuts off this whole I'm going to mom and mom says yes, and I'm going to dad and dad won't say no. And then the mom and
Yeah.
the dad end up fighting with this nonsense because she said yes and you say no. And it's
Yeah.
like, but I say yes, but I'm like, okay, did you run that by me? I don't need to run this by you. If you are a team, it needs to be ran by both. And let's put it this way: even in teams, even though people have an idea, there's a team leader, and he comes with the final decision when it comes down to the ideas that are being ran on the team. Whether you're the coach, whether you're the captain, whether you're the quarterback, it doesn't matter. The leader makes the final decision on what's going to happen, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then all the responsibility falls on the leader. So let's say that I chose to do something. If something goes sour, then it's not going to be this bickering back and forward because I told you no. But I'm saying like it's going to be a responsibility, and as a man that is responsible for the house, then it's my job to make sure that I fix what my decision caused. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to create all this back and forward situation when it comes down to like
Yeah.
final decision. So you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm trying to be or trying to sound like a machista, but there's a structure to it for a reason.
There's got to be give and take because I mean, if the man's gonna be the one dealing with making the money, bringing everything home and doing that, the wife can't just sit there doing nothing, and vice versa because there are stay-at-home dads while the women go out and work. Is it something? Oh, well, you're not a man if you're not going to work. No, because just like whether it's mom or not, taking care of kids is not easy, man.
Of course,
It's it's a job. It's a job.
it's never easy, but at the same time, if you're not homeschooling your kid, he's starting to become a lot more manageable once they're
Yeah,
going to school
yeah,
because then they got hours that they're gone from school, from what 7 o'clock 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that, all the way to like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And if they have like extracurricular activities, like they said, they join the soccer team or they
yeah,
have any kind of clubs in school, whatever, then they stay in school a little bit longer or whatever. So with that whole give and take or whatever, now it becomes somewhat more manageable. And I'm saying that it's easier, but it's more manageable because now you have that gap time that when they are babies and they require attention more often. And as they grow older, that's what I'm saying. She's the manager because at the end of the day, what happens here as they grow older, you teach them to do stuff around the house. So the burden for you as the person that is in the house, being the caregiver and being the stay at home mom or the housemaker or whatever, now it becomes a lot easier because once they start learning how to do things, and if the structure is set up right, then they know how to wash dishes. They know how to wash their own clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You teach them how to cook so they can cook meals for themselves. Clean up the bathrooms, make sure that some certain things in the house can stay in order. And I'm coming from a house that my mom had 3 boys, 1 girl. So we had to learn all that stuff: how to iron our own clothes, how to wash dishes, how to cook, how to clean, how to do all this other stuff. So it's just like we learned how to do those things. So my mom, when she came from work, she didn't have to deal with the bulk of like, oh, now I gotta come home and I gotta do this and I gotta do that and I gotta do the other one, and it just become
Gotcha.
unbearable. But what? Oh, excuse me. So what happens now is this: you have these people
We
that
apologize, everyone. We apologize ahead of time. We farted. It smelled bad. We didn't know what to do.
I
It
burp,
tasted
sir.
like fart.
I burp. I burp. Yeah. But it becomes now so difficult with the kids because there's a large amount of kids that are home and don't know how to do chores or refuse to do chores and don't have any skills that they can use to help in the house. You
Unfortunately, that
know
is the job of the parents. That is the job of the parents.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying because the structure is broken, and they take on this other stuff and they become like, especially with moms, they become like, I don't know, overprotective and overbearing. So I'm saying, like, I want my kids to have the best life, blah 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 blah. So by that means you make everything easier for them.
Yeah,
So
and
then
that
they end
doesn't
up
help in
growing
any
up
way.
with like no skills. You know what I'm saying? There are exceptions to the rule, here and there when it comes down to that. But the majority is just like you overbear and you overprotect your kids, so now they don't know how to do anything or they lack a lot of skills. Like, okay, do you know how to cook? No, you don't know how to cook. The only thing that they can do is probably ramen noodle soup from the microwave, or probably make some box mac and cheese. And I'm talking about the microwavable one that you threw the water in and just put it in the microwave.
And some people don't even know how to do that. Mira, I crecer, mi mamá me enseñó a cocinar, to iron, to sew, to clean the house, a lavar el baño, hacer
Exactly.
diferentes cosas. Porque
Okay.
ella
Okay.
siempre me dice, mira, when you get
Now,
an apartment, tú tienes que hacer todo tu propio. No tener
now, now that you said exactly that, who taught you how to do that?
mom.
Your mom, the caregiver in the house.
Yep.
But who said the rules in the house? If you did
That,
something, if you did
that.
something, if you did something that deserved punishment, what your mama always threaten you with? Don't tell your dad. Te voy a decir a tu papá.
Ajá, igualito, igualito aquí.
You see what I'm
Igualmente.
saying? You had that structure, so that's why you became the person that you became now, the successful person that you are now. That you can run a business and you can have your shit structured and run it the way it's supposed to run because you learned the structure. There's a structure always to something, and that's what a lot of that's what a lot of women now is missing on this stuff. They want to become this. I can do everything for my own, so I don't need a man. So if I get a man, it's because I want something from it. I don't need what it's not because we need from one another. We
Exactly.
need from one another.
When you have a relationship, each person brings their own little thing to the table. You combine it, you have things. Just because you're a man and you work on it doesn't mean you could just throw your shit anywhere and be like, fuck it, whatever.
Exactly, but that's
Your
the thing
wife
about
has
it.
your job. That's not
They
how it works.
take
You gotta
they
both.
take the crappy man as an example for what a man's supposed to be.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
let's be 100% honest, and this might be a little tough to swallow for women. the majority now, especially nowadays, the majority of men growing up have grown in single mother house. So who's teaching those men to
So maybe
be?
now. I don't know about back then.
No, that's what I'm saying. Growing up, kind of now, uh,
Yeah.
because even back then, I grew up in a single mother house, but there was a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a big difference. But like the kids growing up nowadays are for the most part, or a good majority of them are single mother houses. So now you have the crappy man growing up being just crap. So now the man is to blame for being crappy, but not for the upbringing. So who did the upbringing? So if
Yeah.
it's a single mother home and the mama did the upbringing, what kind of upbringing do you get? Do you got this men that are now roaming the world, but then they are to blame for being for being brought up the way they did?
Yeah. And not only that, but like there's that whole thing of parents for some reason nowadays. They're like, oh, okay, Skylar, you did a bad job, but you're gonna go in the corner. No, all these, Skylar.
Skyler.
Okay, Connor. No, parents nowadays, it seems like they want to be friends with the kids because they're so afraid, like, especially now, because like if you do this, I'm reporting this for the dumbest shit. It's like, bro, by the time you call the police or DSS or child protective, as long as you're not abusing your child, if you're
Yeah,
disciplining your
that's
that's the
the
difference.
main thing.
Yeah, that's
People
the difference.
confuse physical discipline with abuse.
Yep.
When you were disciplining, like I mean, and I'm gonna take it back even to the Bible. Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yep.
So there has to be some type of discipline structure. But guess what? This is the reason why it's not there, because there's fathers missing in the house. He's the person that with the authority that resides in the home that gives authority structure. Because
And then,
I seen plenty of videos that people, now that we're in the 21st century and everything gets recorded and everything gets posted on the internet, that the way that kids react when their mom trying to have authority on them, and the way they react on a structured family where dads give the final say. So like even as like little toddlers. Like I saw a video the other day about this kid that the mom's trying to put him to sleep, and he's fussing and fighting with the mama. No, I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. But then the moment that the dad hears a commotion and he walks into the room, he all he had to do is snap. He snapped and said, "Go to bed." Kid
yep.
shuts up and goes to bed automatically.
That's why it sucks when it comes to like single mothers who take advantage of if they're not with the father. And there's any race can be with, can have this, but it's unfortunately it's with certain races more than others but in general, where mothers are like, oh, well, if you want to see your child, I expect you to do this, and this, and all this stuff. It's like there's fathers there who, yeah, maybe you didn't get along with the mom, you guys divorced, and you're co-parenting. That's good. But and unfortunately, this is more of a mother thing where women are very big on like, oh, well, if you want to see your child, you got to do this, and this. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
the
exactly. You
system
want to
of the government
you want
is
to have
geared towards
conditions
women.
on being a father. That's
Yes,
so wrong.
women. The government is more geared to helping women than men. It's rare for a man to get his way or get things that are beneficial. There's moms. I've seen videos of moms that, well, if you're gonna do this, I've seen one where a mom, she had one kid with the guy, and then she had two or three kids with someone else, and then he'll bring up like the one video I saw. There's multiple videos. He was bringing McDonald's and a present for his son. His
Mhm.
mom's like, "Where's the rest of them?" He's like, "The rest of what?" He's like, "How are you gonna bring McDonald's for your son and not bring it for the rest of them?" I said, well, that's not my kid. And he's like, "Well, you bought presents for him. You can't. He's not like you. Well, I'm not gonna let him have the McDonald's and the presents you give him until you get stuff for the other one." He's like, "That's not my child. Why am I gonna be raising someone else's child?" Like, first of all, we ain't together. So if I give it for that, tell him to come here and feed your kids that. She's like, "Well, he's not getting it." It's like there's fathers who are actually trying to do good, but women are blocking the men from being fathers, and they
Yeah,
bitch
they
about,
become
oh,
they exactly they
men are
become petty
deadbeats and
because
blah
now
blah.
their problem become his problem
Yep.
because you decided to have more children with other men. Now my child needs to be neglected by me because of your petty mentality. And that's why I said dating is super important, because if you guys decide just to like have children and procreate, and you don't know who you picking as a partner, bro, that's gonna add so many more headaches than anything else.
I,
Because
I gotta agree with you with one of the episodes that like I say a minimum of 6 months before you move in together, but honestly, a year, especially in nowadays dating, a
um,
year to two is so essential
see, I'm
because
glad that
people
I brought
you're
you my
feeling that
I
like
brought you back into my
yeah
side, and
you're
it's
in that like
and
lovey
it's just
dovey
because of that.
you're in that
One that
lovey dovey mood like oh we're in love, but then after that love is gone and you're also used to it, you see the
yeah,
realness.
it's not so much that when the love is gone, it's that when reality sets in.
Yeah,
See what I'm
yeah,
saying? When all where all the kinks and wrinkles into personalities and mentalities set in, and then you start seeing the regular uh behavior pattern of people, then that's when you got to make a choice, because everybody's gonna be all giddy when you in that lovey-dovey stuff in that honeymoon stage, because everything is fine, everything is fun, we're just having fun, we're just going out, we're just experiencing the bliss of being in a relationship. But when all is said and done, and it comes down to the hard part, then you get stuck in a situation where you got kids, when you already moved in, and then it just becomes a headache, because now you have a kid inside a household that now he's going to be split, because now you finding out that he don't like doing this and he don't like doing that and he don't like doing the other, and now you think he's a bad parent. He's not being a bad parent. He's being a bad partner. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's taking care of his kid but not taking care of you, then he's not a bad father. So you equate being a bad partner to being a bad father. That's not
facts.
how it operates.
Yeah. It's unfortunately dating nowadays is a trivial thing that's kind of insane. But
Yeah.
before we end this episode, we're gonna go ahead and end it with one last little thing. Uh, this is what we're gonna end it on. So do a little lighthearted on this. Would you rather have the ability to fly, but only at a walking speed, or run as fast as a car, but only for 10 seconds at a time?
Fly walking speed.
Flying regardless.
Yeah.
It
I'm
might
not
take
gonna.
long, but I mean at least I'm flying.
I'm not gonna run 60 miles an hour for what? 10 seconds? You said?
For 10 seconds.
That's crazy. I ain't going
Not
nowhere
only
with that.
that, not only that, but if you're able to, that's pretty fast. You have to be able to control. It's only 10 seconds, but that 10 seconds, I mean, that's pretty much like what they do in a racing. They do it, 10 seconds, then stop.
Yeah.
10 seconds, then
Okay.
stop. That'd be a pain in the ass.
Let's be straight honest. If you gotta go 60 miles an hour in a matter of 10 seconds, either you just running straight, because if you gotta make a left turn or a right turn,
You know
you
what I'm
done.
saying? You
You
know what I'm
done.
saying?
You can't drift.
Yeah. And then if you're gonna hit, yeah, you run into something, you're done. You're running 60 miles an hour at 10 seconds, you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
It might take me long to get somewhere, but I'm flying. I can fly as high as I want. I'm just walking it, bro. I'll fly.
Exactly.
I'll fly. Yeah. I'll eventually get to Hawaii, but I'll be there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But yeah, that was the last of it. Let us know what you guys think about everything: the lightheartedness, the non-lightheartedness, the gender roles, the non-gender roles, the whether would you rather different things. But thank you for joining this Latinos for the podcast. We hope you enjoyed our unfiltered conversations. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can always know whenever we are posting videos. Join us, me, Mr. Poetic, aka Clay, and Mr. M2J, Mr. M2J. Thank y'all for showing up and chilling with us. Man.
He's been drinking, people. He's been drinking. He's been drinking. So yeah,
Fortunately, it's not enough.
it's not enough. Sounds so white.
I'm totally back.
But yeah, people, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you like the conversation, you didn't like, if you disagree with what I gotta say or what we said about topics and stuff like that, leave it in the comments. We love to conversate and try to come to an understanding, try to know your point of view about things. Life is too short not to learn from one another and have fun while we at it. So once again, this has been another episode of the Latinos Unfiltered. So people, we out. Nos vemos, familia.
Peace.